Hey everybody, Sean Bukowski here. Hope you're all having a great week. A couple weeks ago, we talked about some new laws that were going into effect from the last legislative session. They went started on September 1st. That's the day when a lot of the laws go into effect. I think 2 weeks ago, I think we talked about the new business court, which is pretty exciting for businesses in Texas. Potential for that to really be streamlined an interesting topic or an interesting new statute. But this week we're going to talk about a new one, and that is, it's got the best name ever, or at least the critics have given it the best name. It's called the Death Star Bill, which again is just a great name for critics to have given it. And what that is it basically is a state preemption of local laws. If it states that if the state has made law in certain areas, the local municipalities are not going to be able to go beyond that. And this really the state municipalities can't enact a law that goes beyond that what the states have enacted. And this really takes target at I think a lot of the COVID era rules that cities like Dallas and especially Austin enacted and kept on the books. For in commercial real estate area, we're talking about landlord-tenant issues and how the extra hoops you have to go through to evict somebody, and potentially it could apply to zoning issues or permitting issues. And so you can see how that would have a pretty big effect in a city like Austin or Dallas or Houston, as those municipalities have enacted some pretty stringent rules that go beyond what the state legislature initially intended. So, is it what's next? What does it have that effect? And that's kind of where we are now. There's legal challenges to it. I don't think that should surprise anybody. Austin has actually gotten a ruling from a judge that the city of Austin's gotten a ruling from a judge that the bill is unconstitutional, violates the Texas Constitution. That is all. I mean, that is going to be appealed, and this will probably end up at the state Supreme Court. I don't think many people would be surprised if that happens. So we'll know a lot more as it makes its way through the court system. But this really could be one of those laws that has a pretty big effect on commercial real estate as it slows down and cuts back excuse me, on the municipalities and their sort of reaching beyond what the state legislature initially intended. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great week. Please subscribe to our podcast, YouTube channel, and our weekly blog. Thanks a lot.